One of the experiments that I think excited John Wheeler. So his idea was that you could take light from a distant quasar, say, and choose to measure it a certain way, and it would show that how your choice of how to measure it had influenced the light from that distant quasar. I'm blanking on his name, Alley, I think, an astrophysicist. I forget which university, but he heard Wheeler speak and had an idea for actually testing this using mirrors placed on the moon by the Apollo astronauts.
Yes.
Because they placed mirrors on the moon to bounce laser light back to sort of measure the very minute changes in distance between Earth and moon in different phases of its orbit. Well, they used, they shot a laser at the moon, and it takes I think a second for light to get to the moon and back. So that's enough time to change the parameters of an experiment. And it showed indeed that you can change how you're going to measure light, and the light somehow seems to know.
It seems to know.
Seems to know how it's being measured. Yeah. Well, seeming to know something that you shouldn't be able to know, that seems like telepathy, but another way of looking at telepathy is that it's really precognition, that the light was influenced by that subsequent measurement, and that information essentially from the future traveled back in time along the world line of that photon. So there's all kinds of reasons to think that, yes, retrocausation is a real thing at the smallest scales in nature. Now, that quantum realm where you're talking about individual particles, behaving in seemingly impossible ways.